I didn't do that right, did I? Let's try that again. Let's actually start completely over. Needed to get the key and then drop those dudes down. Been a little while, unfortunately. Not remembering everything I'm supposed to be doing correctly. I can clear these out, but still need to do this right. I've been continuously thinking about that room 47. Have to wait and see how that goes. I have things figured out better or not. This level, as usual, isn't so bad. Insurance policy against the ghost. Get the key right away. Put up part of the bridge. Here for 6100. Staying laser eye focused on where I'm positioned. Not laser eye focused enough. Too many jump ropes. Okay. Run and build. There's no reason why I couldn't just like wait down below here so that I jump on the ghost at every opportunity, but I feel like I kind of need to just to get a feel for the timing. Would be a lot safer. Now I'm waiting for 6,300. Cutting a little close there. Doesn't help when the monster overlaps with the ghost. Okay, should be going here. Sort of pushing it there. Come on down. There we go. Need to get rid of all the lower blocks under flames. Doing a little bit of dawdling. Kind of changed what I was doing here for a little bit because it seemed like I was using up a little bit too much time in my approach. Drop this flame, drop this flame. Get the bell. Welcome on in, Puzzle. Hope your weekend's going well. Just getting started here myself. Only made one major mistake right at the very beginning. Don't want that thing. Get a flame out of this. That's a super flame. Actually, might be worth picking up that gem. That does like a power up your flame attack somehow. In case I need to use that. Oh, could have got another flame there. Oh well. Still I'm not quite ready for the power-ups that pop up right when I'm destroying these blocks. Temptation to grab treasure quickly, too strong. Okay, that's about enough of that. Starting to get low on time there. I've been thinking for a while on how I should better approach the room I keep getting stuck on, 47. So I think I have a couple ideas. Gotta wait a bit until I get to there. I was too far back and I bonked my head on this ceiling trying to hop over that. That's okay, I'm just about ready to get an extra life. Maybe if that fairy doesn't get permanently stuck up there. Kind of blanking here exactly how I need to proceed. I do need to go down and to the right. Yeah, because I have to get rid of the block that's under the flame. Otherwise I won't be able to drop it. Get past. Carefully collect the key. Okay, onto the dragon steps. Could actually make use of the flame here if I get in trouble. About messed that one up. So I don't need the fairy. Fairy just blocked my shot for creating a brick. Okay, I need to now. Still haven't quite figured out the best way to time this so that I'm not dealing with dragon right on me. Not like that. Alrighty, that kind of works. Somehow. Way better than I ever thought it could. I think I just carefully got the timing on the dragon fire Alright, 47. As I was thinking about this level, I wondered if those enemies on the left might cause me problems later. So thinking about it a bit more, I think I do need to do something about them. So I think no matter what, I have to drop this flame down and then go down from here to go up and around and get through everything. The worry I have here is like all the enemies that are sitting right under the door here. Are they going to be a problem when I try to get through the door? I think I'm okay because of how I've gotten through there before, but I don't want to leave that up to chance later on. And then here, I don't see any reason why I couldn't just drop this flame all the way. No, I cannot do that. Still haven't figured this out right. Because if I drop it all the way, it's going to prevent my way of getting through. So my thought was there was some way for me to like collect the bell that's underneath it. This block to the left is a huge problem. Welcome on in, Redox/Duck/Pixel Productions. Happy Sunday to you as well. Hope your weekend's going great. Stuck on this room for what seems like an eternity. Wonder if you've ever played this Solomon's Key game. I'm going to quickly look at what the screen looked like before I messed with those monsters. I think that might be the problem. Because those things are clearing out. Yeah, they're clearing out a brick that I need to keep. So sending them down that way at the beginning is a bad idea. Great. Glad to have you in here, Redox. Having fun with the systematic review. All right, so lesson number 1, I need to not send the enemies down that way. But I do need to make the... Like, I can kind of shunt them down over here real quick. So if they fall in here, they're not going to cause any problems. That means I have to, like, destroy that block so that they're not destroying me, then quickly clear this out. And no, wait. Keep finding new problems with my strategy. Yeah, I have to excavate that quite a bit. And get rid of all these blocks. That way this block over here doesn't get destroyed. And I could dig out from here to go down quicker. The question is, how do I get back out safely? That one I haven't quite figured out. I'm pretty sure I've already prevented myself from beating this level. Red, I just was wondering if you had ever played this game yourself. And I think I still want to kind of noodle around with the level because there could be... I could have sworn at some point I found an extra life, but maybe I'm just thinking of a different level. I'm gonna grab this key anyway, even though I know I'm not gonna be able to get into the exit. Just gonna practice maneuvering my way back down. I need to clear that so that I have a way out. Probably could have cleaned this area up a little bit more, but that's okay. Carefully get on that ledge. The other problem is there's like no time to spare. I see you have something hidden in the corner. Glad I looked up there. So that gets me back up and around, and I'm still like running out of time. There's not much else that could be hidden that I can think of. Those will send those down there. Welcome on N7. Hope your weekend's going well. I'm guessing you're either preparing for or just about already into some grocery shopping. Okay, clear out the upper left first. Gonna pause real quick too, just to make sure. Well, not quite that quick. So if me opening the door with the key might be a problem if enemies spawn sooner. How quickly can I... Well, I can destroy one block and then work my way down there. Oh, I haven't quite figured that out. Yeah, that enemy already destroyed the block I wanted to save, so I still haven't quite figured out how to get through this quite right. That's a bit of a problem here too. Maybe there's something I can do, like set up more blocks down here that's actually going to prevent them from doing more damage. It's like really hard to keep track of what's going on the screen, because the enemies destroying blocks kind of mess with Yeah, if I could like maybe employ some kind of defense here that keeps the rotating enemies occupied, and then they eventually clear out that bottom path for me. That's probably the best thing to do. So I do send them down there, but quickly excavate so that I can find the path down. But I did actually achieve something by finding that little block in the upper corner, so I am gonna quickly continue and then create a save so that I can keep that item collected. I think that's a permanent collection. Seven's on a quest to find perfect, or better, coffee beans. I have zero advice on that, being not a coffee drinker. But I do like swirl some instant espresso powder into chocolate milk for instant mocha. Okay, time to create another save. Oh, Blue Ox would enjoy espresso chocolate milk. Okay, so new strategy getting back to that room is occupying the enemies. And I'm now appreciating for probably the 20th time how grueling it would be to beat this game back in the day on NES. Given that it doesn't give passwords, so leaving your NES on all the time and hoping the power doesn't cut out or having to start from scratch every time. Nope, don't go down quite yet. So as someone who is not a coffee drinker, what makes Kona beans so good compared to other bean flavors? The beans are pretty smooth with a lot of depth. Yep. Didn't quite build that correctly. The accidental miscreated blocks. Puzzles kids enjoying Chinese buffet. Yeah, buffets are kind of like a great opportunity to try a whole lot of different things. You never know when you might find your new favorite food that way. Okay, moving a little better now. I hope everyone's pets are somewhat recovered from fireworks. Hopefully there won't be too much more. But they definitely had stuff going on in my area to at least 2:30 or later. Good morning, Simon. Welcome on in. Get the key right away. Change up the ghost timing. Oh no, that's real bad. Let's try this and see if that corrects things. Oh, well, now they're immediately on top of each other, which actually isn't so bad. And somehow an improvement. But I've already messed up building a bridge. Here we go. So wait till 6100. Oh, that was my time to go. Need to get, there we go. Enemy going that way. Guys are extremely synchronized. Just about made things real bad there by having the ghost reverse into me. I'd be not pleased with the fireworks smell. Unfortunate. My cat was still for most of it, but as things continued way too late into the night, decided to hide out elsewhere. Mostly, I imagine, in the kitchen cabinetry. Okay, remove this block, and this block, and this block. Herbie and Spice doing fine for some reason. Okay, drop this fling to destroy it. Go all the way down and around. Already forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing there. Cut that jump a little close. Koji did okay with fireworks. Plenty of time. Alright. Try and collect some good stuff. That's something I don't want to collect right now. I don't want to grab that either. Kind of prevent me from getting too much power-ups. But I can grab that hourglass to get a little bit of extra time later. We got an extra bow. That's very good. Super fireball. For emergencies. Been a very productive secret room. Reds, kitties did fine with fireworks mostly. So, I'm digging into the deep lore of Solomon's Key. I think there is some explanation of what all is going on here, but it's been a little while since I read the manual, so I don't remember how they exactly explain what's going on. I was thinking something like Solomon locking away a bunch of bad things. I don't exactly remember what? How? That pathway is now ready for me to collect the key. That would be way easier. I don't know why I wasn't doing that from earlier. Just setting a block there so I'm not at risk of falling way down. Maybe somebody summoning a demon and got a lemon instead. Alright, dragon steps. This went way too easily last time, so I'm sure things are not going to go as well this time. I somehow lucked out when creating some blocks and got a really good pattern. Nope, not like that. Oh, found extra points that I didn't know ever was there. Okay. Still haven't quite mastered the art of getting up here quickly, although that worked out great. Really wish that wasn't as difficult of a jump as it is. Alright, that dragon did me a big help by destroying that block. Otherwise, I would have been extremely dead. Okay, those are taken care of. Now I need to just get over to the right without getting hurt like that. Okay, it worked. Timer reset. That's bad. I was thinking that other dragon was going to destroy that block, and it didn't. Should have used my fireball. Would have been the perfect time. We'll potentially get an extra life here. No, don't fall that way. Okay, that works a little bit better than trying to build the complete stairway. Hopefully that doesn't cause problems later on, as these monsters do not line up in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I was in trouble there. I don't know why that wasn't timing correctly. There we started. Probably was not the best placement, but that's okay. It's always a moment of anxiety. Now, in theory, because I've built that little bridge off to the left or the right, this thing over here might be a good idea to build over there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not, because if the monsters come down this way, they're gonna hit that block that I'm standing on. But it would be maybe safer than trying to start all the way from the bottom. I'm gonna be on that block for a little while. If I can get to the left edge of it, then they will fall to the left. This part scares me though. Maybe I won't do that. Alright, it sort of worked out. Except I forgot to grab the timer. That's okay. I was messing things up pretty early, so... Still, I'm not used to having a fireball when I'm on those screens. I haven't been picking one up easily. That would certainly make it easier to get through those difficult situations in a pinch if I actually remembered to use it. sure got down here real fast. I hope I didn't forget anything. Kind of interesting how many times I've played some of those levels I'm still accidentally doing things or learning things, like getting those ghosts to overlap. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reliably reproduce that. It sure made jumping over them a lot easier. Get the key. Build immediately. I'm in trouble. Okay. If I don't turn around quick enough, I accidentally try to create a block in the wall there. It was like a wasted moment. I'm gonna wait for the next ghost pass. That's not lining up right. Need to make my mini bridge. Maybe here. Yeah. And then practice jumping over ghosts. Way too late of a jump. I think I do need to jump over them only because the optimum time for getting through means that I need to be on the right side of them, so no matter what, I need to be jumping at some point. I need to wait till 6,300. There's like a tiniest bit of prep for the jump that the wizard Dana does right before he jump. You see like a little bit of a frame of a crouch down. It's not like a instant jump. Sometimes I don't quite time that run right, so it should be jumping these ghosts. Time to go. Give myself plenty of safe building time. This room is going more or less correctly as long as I remember all the blocks I need to destroy. Also learning, or getting a little more used to the idea that destroying blocks is a little bit faster than just bumping up, hopping up into them. So if I'm running low on time, I might need to optimize getting rid of blocks so that I'm using magic and not bonking into them. But situations like that where the only way up is to jump, not really a better way to do that. Not sure if destroying that block is absolutely necessary, but I figure it can't hurt. Wouldn't want my jump arc to get interfered with. Almost didn't make that jump back there either. That's an item I absolutely do not want to pick up right now. Get a fireball on the way out. Still haven't figured out the rhyme or reason to when there are power-ups and when there aren't. It's not Tempt Fate. Just a normal fireball, but still pretty good. Got scared of that. Enemy rolling right at me. Getting a little lucky. Panicking. Might actually run low on time here. Okay. That was more stressful than it needed to be. Back to the dragon steps. Every time Seven sees this, you're like, man, this game looks challenging. You and me both. Puzzle included? Or Pixel Pond, sorry, Redox. Alright, are these things going to be lined up? That is going to be helpful. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's okay. Shouldn't have mashed the magic button because that just kind of delayed my fall. Otherwise I would have actually made it through there. Might not be able to get a 1-up. Puzzle full of confidence. Thank you. I do feel like I have, like, at least after a few times of being just baffled at room 47, I have a much better sense of what's going on. That's also kind of one of the limitations of taking a screenshot and thinking it through, is that it doesn't really account for all the interactions between monsters and the level. I cannot make that jump now. There we go. Is that enemy to run at me? Still can't believe that that works, but I'm glad that it does. Their time reset. Okay, right where I need to be. So now I need to quickly run up there, make a block, and then hop on that block that has the... It's already there. That would have been the perfect time to go. Oh, I couldn't sneak through.